Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do some wood burning today. We have a wood burning tool that is scorching hot, like currently right now, because I want it to be ready. Okay? And I've also been practicing. So this is gonna be a great video. We have some like wood stains, which I'm pretty excited to like kind of get into. Again, I was practicing with them, and we've got a bottle of water. I mean, how much more serious do you want?
As in just the whole thing, make it shut.
How much more serious do you want to get around here? Huh? So anyway, I want to wood burn. Honestly, I'm going to recreate something that I made forever ago. I did not make it in a video. I made it for my mom like a million years ago. And it said, "This is Halloween." And I was so freaking proud of it. And obviously I gave it to my mom because it was for her, but I kind of want it. So I'm going to make it for myself. And you know what? I'm going to make it even bigger. So I'm pretty excited. And we're going to add pumpkins. I don't know. I haven't wood burned in a long time, but I'm kind of excited. I have a vision. It's going to be cool. Let's make it come to life. I can't cross these fingers. I have to like force them across. Wait, this is actually bad to do. This is it. I may have just screwed us.
No, you're fine.
No? Okay. All right. It's going to be good. So we're going to get started. We're going to switch up the angle so you guys can see the burning action. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to kind of sketch out with pencil how I want this to look. That way I'm not just like going in blind. So I'm going to start because I want to do calligraphy. Like I want to do cursive. Maybe I shouldn't say calligraphy because I am no good at calligraphy. But I'm going to try my best at cursive. This is the ugliest H ever. This is difficult. I warned everyone. It's not going to be good calligraphy.
There's no escapes.
I don't want to get too stuck on like how perfect this looks because this is just like the sketch part. So I'm going to start wood burning. So here's my wood burning tool. Oh, I got this at Michael's like forever ago, but I will try to link it down in the description in case you want to get the exact tool. So we're going to get started and I'm nervous. All right, so the way that I did the original was I did like the basic, like the cursive lines, and then I went around like the, the round parts and made them thicker. So what I'm going to do first, kind of like that. So what I'm going to do first is kind of how I did that other one, which is I'm going to go through and wood burn just the basic what did I write? This is Halloween. I don't even know what I wrote. And then I'm going to go back through and like thicken up the lines where I want them to be thicker. So we're going to continue along. That was pretty good so far.
I think it looks great.
Okay, so now that we have basically like the outline of it done, I'm going to go back through, like I said, and make the loopies kind of like more thick. By the way, I don't know if I told you, but this tool I'm using, they have like different tips. I'm using the one that looks, it's just the round, like straight tip, like the tip of it is rounded, and that is the tip that I'm using, just in case anybody cares. Great. Okay. Moving on up. We're going to work on Halloween. The start of it, anyway. Wow! Oh no. What do I do?
We'll fix it in the next one.
Oh! Can't even tell.
Okay.
Okay, so it's looking really good. I flipped it around so that you guys could see what it looks like so far. So you'll notice over here, I've already sketched out a couple of things that I also want to wood burn onto it. So we've got a spider web, got a pumpkin. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of match it over on this side. Pumpkin on the bottom, spider web up in the corner, and then we're gonna wood burn these things onto it and then kind of see where we're at after that. I like it.
I really like the look of that one.
Alright, that looks cool. Okay, we're gonna start wood burning the spider webs. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
That makes the first line look terrible. Now I have to go over all of them. I was thinking of making those parts thick anyway. It actually looks good
Yeah,
to do that.
I think it looks really good.
All right, so now that I have the spider web drawn, I am just going in like on these corners where the like U's kind of meet, and I'm just thickening it up. Is that a word? Making it more thick. And I feel like I originally did this because I messed up, but it honestly looks really good.
Yeah.
Like I'm glad that this happened because this looks better than just the basic spider web.
Happy little accident.
Happy little spider web accident. Oh, also, we did change the tip. So it's basically the same. It's like the same tip, but it's just a lot smaller. So it's rounded at the very tip, and that's basically it. I love that spider web. That is such a good spider web. All right, so I have a spider web that's on the other side. That looks pretty good. I love it. Okay, so that is the second spider web done. Do you want to zoom out and check out the whole thing? I'm actually really surprised with those spider webs.
Yeah.
I think that they look really good. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was like a cheesy idea. Okay, so now we've got some pumpkins sketched on the bottom. So I think we're going to burn those on there as well. So we're going to get started on burning the pumpkins. Okay, I'm kind of nervous about the pumpkins because they're like 100% curves and like corners.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. Pumpkins are lumpy. Everyone remember.
Every pumpkin has lumps.
It's fine. What do you think?
Looking good.
Should I do a jack-o'-lantern face into it? Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
He's beautiful.
He looks amazing.
He's so cute.
Yep.
I should fill in. Yeah, I should. He's perfect. So what I am thinking is that the very outline, like I don't mind these lines being thin, but the very outline, I do want it to be thick. So I'll probably change tips just to do the very outline of the pumpkin, but he looks so good. So we're gonna do the other pumpkin on the other side. I love him. He's so cute. All right, let's zoom out again and check out what we've got. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess some pumpkins that don't have faces, like a little, maybe like a set of 3. I like that idea. Let's do that. All right, so I've quickly sketched out some pumpkins here. They're not amazing looking, but I think once we wood burn them on here, I'll be able to like straighten out the lines. So I think what I'm going to do is go off camera, and all I'm going to do is outline all the pumpkins with the thicker tip, and then we're going to come back and stain it. So I'll see you when I'm ready. Okay, so lines have been thickened, and we erased all of the pencil marks that I could. I mean, there's still some around, but I'm hoping that the stain will help like cover them. So we're going to be going in with this stain. We got it at Michael's, and I'm hoping this will give like kind of an aged wood look. Aged wheat look. So I was reading one of the other stains that we have. The directions say to like spray it with water and then like go over it. So I don't want this to be like a super concentrated stain. Like I kind of want it to be just a wash. So I'm going to spray it first. So I'm going to use this sponge, and I'm hoping that this will also help in giving me like a lighter sort of look. I'm going to dab some off on a paper towel. It goes on strong at first, but the water, like spraying it first, definitely helped. This looks amazing.
Yeah.
I am thrilled. I'm obsessed. Oh my god. I love it so freaking much. So we're going to move to these middle ones. I'm going to show you exactly how I did that because I feel like I was just kind of winging it in the moment. All right, so I'm just going to spray the pumpkins with some water. I did kind of go over it a little bit with the sponge just to kind of soak up some of it. I didn't want it to be like too watery. And then, so I've got some orange on this sponge and I'm using this brush and then wiping most of it off. And the stain that I'm using looks like this. So it's called Unicorn Spit. It's a gel stain. So this is the stain that I just used on the other pumpkin. So I also have a cup of water so I'm dipping into like the paint on my sponge and then I'm dipping in here. So now we're gonna spread it onto these pumpkins. Sort of like watercolor. What do we think?
Looking good.
Oh, I love it. Shut up. Ah! Okay, let's move over to the last pumpkin. So same thing, gonna spray it, dip into the orange that's on my sponge. I'm gonna dab some of it off with water, and then we're gonna go back to the sponge, dab some more off, and go in. I'm obsessed. Oh my god.
If it's slightly outside the lines, it still looks good. Because to me, this looks like an old painted.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for, was like something old.
Yeah.
I'm 100% obsessed. I've been saying this a lot lately, but I was not expecting this to go this well. Okay. I didn't think this was gonna go as well. Shut up. But I really didn't. I love this. Like every single bit of it, every single like tiny little word burned mark, and exactly what I wanted. I wanted that like old sort of creepy, like antique-y look. I feel like we did it.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like it's amazing.
This looks like something that you took from like an abandoned farmhouse.
That's the plan. Okay, so I think one of these stains, when I was reading the directions, it said that it needs to dry for 24 hours. So we're going to let this dry here. Yeah, so we're probably going to come back tomorrow. We'll put like a hanging thing on it, and that'll kind of be the finished. Yeah. The finished sign. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, you guys, so it is actually a couple days later, and this is the sign all dried. It is literally my pride and joy. It is the essence of me, basically. Like, this is the webs. Just how often is it that we mess up around here on this channel and then we roll with it and then it turns out better than it would have if we didn't mess up and start doing the shading on the webbing? Like, I messed up, and that's why I had to do the shading on the webs, and then it turns out it made it better. I just don't even, like, if I didn't do the shading on the webs, I don't know if I would like them, honestly. Like, I just feel like it's so funny that that's like a recurring thing on this channel, is that like I mess up on stuff because I like to dip my toe into everything, basically. I feel like I'm doing a little bit of everything, especially right now, but it's just like a recurring thing where I mess up, and then the thing that I messed up on and the pivoting makes it better than it would have looked if we didn't do that. Like, I feel like it would have looked cool, but it wouldn't have looked that good. I know I'm gushing over spider webs, but that's the kind of thing that I gush over, honestly. It is amazing. I don't think you guys saw the wood burning of the moon, but there's a moon there. It's a crescent moon. I love it. And everything this is exactly what I was looking for when we were filming earlier, like with Sean. And he said this looks like something that you would find like from an old farmhouse. That's exactly what I was going for. That's the exact vibe that I was going for. Like, I wanted it to be like washed out colors and sort of like worn and weathered. So here are some hopefully amazing spooky shots of this sign doing its thing. So I feel like I don't need to say this on this channel. And yeah, we're talking about a wood burn sign. It's not that deep, but I don't know. I feel like I'm looking at this and I haven't wood burned in so long. So I feel like if you used to do a thing and you want to do it again, but you feel like you're gonna suck at it, so you don't, you should just do it. You should just pick it back up. If it makes you happy, you should just do it, because this was so fun and I honestly kind of missed it. I missed wood burning. So anyway, that got deep and we're just talking about wood burning. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me literally everywhere. It is at Artsymadwoman. Also, I'm sure I just interrupted some of you that say the outro with me. I'm so sorry about that. But I made a second channel for possibly, maybe, no promises. I may be moving all the vlogs and like lifestyle type stuff to a second channel. Here's what it's called, but I'm going to put it in the description. I'll put a link for you guys because I was searching for it and I cannot find it. Yeah, check the link in the description if you're interested in those kinds of things. So anyway, let's say the outro again because I feel like I interrupted something special. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and follow me literally everywhere. It is at Artsymadwoman. I love you guys to absolute death, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Did you want to move that over, or should I move you?
Aww.
Okay, I'll move you.
Okay. I feel like I'm like a comedian or something, like throwing around this wire. So then I said, no. I look creepy. That's for sure. I mean, it is 10 o'clock at night, so
yeah.
Creepy hour is upon us.